Hey everyone, I'm in San Pedro Belize and ready for another episode of Melissa Pearo's Belize It or Not. So I'm out here on the beach and gonna find some people to talk to. Hey Gilbert, how are you? What are you selling today?
I got the wood carvings today, ma'am.
Wood carving.
Yes, I'll show you over there.
Okay.
You have? Yeah, this is the work I do. Okay, this is that's the hard bowl. This wood made from Ziricote wood. It's the most toughest wood in Belize, as you all can see. The dark part is the center of the wood. You can see all the grains. Look at all the beautiful grain of the wood. Man, it's so amazing. It's unbelievable. And then here, this is the sap. The sap is not no painting, no lacquer, nothing on it. And this one here.
That's all natural.
It's all natural. So it's not joint either. People think it's joint, but that's the way the wood comes. The bark, the sap. You can come around here. Okay, as you can see right here.
Are these all different kinds of wood?
Yes. All the dark one is the male. The red one there is the rosewood. This is the rosewood, the female to the male. So you can see the grain of it is beautiful, but this is the red one. There's no glue.
So how big of a tree does this come from? Like
the tree gets very, very, very big. From probably over 3 feet to 5 feet wide.
Oh, really?
Yes. Huge, big. It's called Ziricote, better known as ironwood.
All of this wood comes from the mainland.
Yes, the mainland.
And none of it's here on the island.
They have tree here in the island, but then in the island is a different world. It's a different world to the wood. Because when I say different world to the wood, you will get them. You can cut it down, but then it's not as very healthy, as strong as the one from the mainland, because the one from the mainland is black soil. It's black soil, so they get bigger and huger there.
I've heard people say before, they talked about the black soil, but you really just mean dirt.
Yeah, dirt.
As opposed to sand.
Yeah, sand,
regular
regular.
Because I was confused by that one time. Someone said, oh, I need a load of black dirt. And I was like, well, what other kind of dirt is there? And they're like, oh, it's opposed to sand, and that's how you refer to it here.
It's the sand, the black soil, which is natural. That's God gift, my friend. That's God gift. And remember, everything you do, you make sure that you put God first.
So with this, how do you cut this out? Like how do you make that heart shape in there?
Okay, this normally I used to do it with a gouge. I do my own gouge because sometimes you can be smart and versatile. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's common sense. I take a machete and then I cut the machete. Let's say that's a machete, right? Right? We cut the machete in half like that and take out the piece here. And then we're gonna use a square, just one square piece, like that, right? One square piece, and we're gonna do a hole here and a hole here, and then we're gonna take a piece of the same Ziricote stick and put it here. So you're gonna hold on to this, and this is gonna be the ghost, and then this is gonna be like this, round like that, shape out, and all this is gonna be razor sharp. Razor sharp, so we're gonna just hit it.
But how do you get this perfectly made then?
What give me a straight cut is the chainsaw point.
A chainsaw?
Point. The point of it.
Like a regular big chainsaw that you would cut down a tree.
The chain. Only this then. The little point. Here.
Yeah.
The point. So I just put it here. And then I start to
so you have it like down here and you're like holding this chainsaw?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I just cut it like in line.
With a big chainsaw?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to see this.
Yes,
I need to see this process.
Yes, ma'am, like this. Cut it in line.
Yeah.
And then we go in crossway like that. Then we take the gouge and then it makes it easier to dug it.
Yeah, but then how do you get it like all smooth?
To get it prepared now, I need to take these with me.
Oh, your sandpaper.
These. Sometimes I have to start with the hard one. This is really like an 80 grade. Look at that, really rough. Then I do 150, I do 100, I do 120, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 1,000 grade. And the 1,000 grade, you have to really be patient, because then that's the only way you can get a wood shine like this. Just hold it there. Okay, you have to really get patient. This one here, this is the way the wood looks like. See how it look all nasty, rough? It's like 15 years ago, I used to use sandpaper, but now I'm not doing that no more. I'm using a grinder to just grind it to prepare my. When it get like that, I will take a 150 and then I will start sanding. Look, just keep rubbing. I will do these right here, so you see how I'm getting into the wood. It's a lot of sanding, ma'am. Sometime when I sand this stuff, I want to cry because the wood is so hard. And sometimes I said, why do we have to work hard to make a little money? But then that's the rules of regulation.
Well, how long does it take you to make just this piece here?
It takes us 45 minutes.
To make that whole thing?
Yes, 45 minutes.
So how do you get this wood here? If this is all from the mainland, you have to order it and they ship it over here on a barge?
And Orange Walk, that's where we go and purchase our wood. But then you have to have the forestry stamp. You have to do it the right way.
So you go over there personally to the mainland,
yes,
and to get your wood.
To get my wood and bring it over the island. Because if you don't have a stamp coming on the highway, you're gonna have problem with the police.
So how big are the pieces when you get them from the mainland? Like how big a chunks are you bringing back?
Well, normally a tree is really very tall. It's taller than that coconut tree you're seeing right there. Higher, even they get even higher, huger,
and they're much bigger around.
Much bigger around. The length that we needed is like 3 to 4 feet, so we gotta cut the tree, put it in the pickup truck. Because we can't bring it as a whole tree.
Yeah. Like how many chunks of wood do you bring at once?
Oh, we bring like 2-3 tons.
At one time?
Yes, tons in the pickup truck.
It's in the pickup truck on the mainland.
Yeah.
And then you bring it, you put it on a barge?
Yes, because sometimes we take a trailer with us. So we bring like 3 to 4 tons.
So then do you just drive onto the barge then? Or do you
drive onto the barge, so when they reach here on the land, you just drive it off.
Wow. Yeah, we should see that.
Yeah.
So how's the pandemic affected you? I mean, there's no tourists here hardly right now. They're starting to come back.
Well, it affected me a little bit. When the pandemic started, I couldn't sell my wood carving because then the tourists couldn't come. So I make myself handy. I started pulling that coconut, is selling for $1. I even sell juices. This is my buddy right here. He buys juice.
I know he gets a lot of your juice.
He buys juice from me. He supported me, and he can see that with his own eyes. So there's a witness here. You never talk bad about no job, because remember when you used to do it, he used to feed you. You used to gain money.
Right.
So now I jump into the wood carving back again because I see you are coming into my country now, the tourists. So
yeah, I'd like to see that whole process of how you use a chainsaw to do that.
Okay, but this is not my workshop. This is my machine. It's my ATM. Everybody asks me where I'm going. The time I'm going to the ATM, that's over the coast. You go. I gotta admit, I didn't went to school. I'm not ashamed.
I was going to ask you about that. So how old are you?
I am 52.
Really?
Not even went to school. I'm not ashamed of it. You cannot be ashamed of what you didn't do. Right? And stealing and get caught, that's what you should be ashamed of.
So how far in school did you get?
I went to standard 2. That's as far as I reached.
2?
Yeah.
So second grade.
Second grade. And the good thing is that I was really smart. And like I said, God is wonderful.
Great.
And you need to put Him in your heart.
Yeah.
God is great. When my dad died, and then we went to the mainland, and then from there we just separated. Then I met the people that took me in and taught me about this kind of work.
Does that family still do this work?
Yes, they're like my second family.
Okay.
Which is respect.
Now, are you married?
Well, I'm single, free, and disengaged.
Disengaged. That's a new one here. There.
Yeah.
So you have kids?
I have one. Yeah, one.
So since you only went to school to second grade, do you know how to read and write?
Well, I know how to handle myself. I know, but you see, a guy like me, I didn't need education to make $200 a day. I value myself $200 a day.
That's a typical day? That's what you make?
Yeah, I'm very good. Sometimes it's all depends. Because say this is you, and then you buy that. That's one piece. If I meet a couple people, I sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes I sell like 10 pieces.
Well, so how much is this piece right here?
Well, normally pieces like this, I normally charge $40 US. But right now I am not doing that because it's really rough. 70 Belize, 35 US.
35
Which is fair.
That's not the same price for all of these.
Well, it all depends. It all depends on the size because you got some cheaper, like that one there. I can take 30 US for that. 60 Belize. My prices are reasonable.
Are you on Facebook where people can contact you if they wanted to buy any of these?
If you come to Belize, we can ship you the wood carving. Get me on my Facebook, my friend. My phone number is 636-7622. That's my phone number. My Facebook is Gilbert Henry.
Look them up on there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for explaining all of this to me. I had no idea about all of the different kinds of woods and how, especially how you do it. But I'd really like to go by your workshop sometime.
Yes, ma'am.
And see you actually using this chainsaw.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
That seems a little dangerous to me.
And one more thing. Guy father that took me in, God bless the dead. He's already rest in peace. But he was one of the first carver that come to deliver wood carving in this country. His name was Mr. Eric Anderson. Respect goes out to Mr. Eric Anderson. And now I'm working with his son. Right now, he's the one right now that handling the chainsaw because as you can see, I got injured from the chainsaw. But what I do now, he does.
What's the injury?
Yeah, I got a surgery here on my feet. As you can see that?
Yeah.
I got a surgery there on my feet.
That's what I was saying. That seems a little dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Chainsaw. So what I did now, he's doing the chainsaw stuff, and I'm doing the finishing right now. The finishing is the most important thing. The finishing is icing the cake and makes it delicious.
Right.
And one thing I want to tell the world, listen to what I'm going to tell you and take it in. You have to believe it. It's unbelievable and you got to believe it. Right? But please, practice and exercise love. Exercise love and you'll make it.
That's true. That's true. Positivity.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Yes, man. Gilbert Henry to the world.